Yo, how's it going? DJ Mikey, you're like my number one fan with the lives. How's it going? I'm waiting on my macro lens for my latest edition here, the Action 6. And I'm gonna run it through some tests. I've been playing around with the Action 6. Just ordered the Action 6. Dude, this camera is beast. You know what? I'm gonna say I do like it better than the Action 5, because it feels a little bit more solid. There's just a nice weight to it. It feels professional. Honestly, if they added the word pro on here, I think this fits the pro lineup or whatever. I don't know if DJI is even gonna start naming things pro. Maybe they're gonna skip. Maybe the 7 will be the pro. You know how they did Action 4, then 5 is the pro, then 6. Maybe they'll do Action 7 as the pro. I don't know. Either way, I'm addicted to these cameras. I hope that DJI never changes this form factor and this size because it's perfect. I love the OLED screen at the front and this on the back. It's a big enough screen for vlogging and everything. This is definitely my favorite camera. Like the Action series of DJI is my favorite camera of all time. But I am a DJI fanboy. Let's see, amp uh amp 1590. How's it going? Thank you. I'm glad you like the videos. Yeah, honestly, it just looks sick. I also hope that they keep this matte black look, like it's like with the 6 and like the letters. They should do that to literally everything. I don't have it's like right here, like I that if they made that black, that would have been cool. And like these logos here on the side, these and these, if they turn these flat black, that would be cool. I don't know why they don't do that. I don't know why they, even the DJI mics, man, like I get it that they want to like show off their brand, but if they made those flat black, professionals I think would buy them even more because right now literally what I'm doing is I'm using Sharpie and the I'm coloring in the DJI part. But I think eventually I'm gonna buy like a flat black or a matte black paint and then just grab like a little brush and just like professionally, I guess, paint it. Because like right now the Sharpie still adds some shine to it, and it's not really like a true black. It looks kind of like almost like a dark purple if you put it in the lighting. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely get like a flat black paint and then just paint over it. Elisa, how's it going? I know that's perfect. You can't even notice when you have it on. I know, I like that. I really do. That is my only thing that I have for DJI in terms of like uh, design. Other than that, this is amazing. And I think they added multiple microphones. They have, I think that's a microphone right there. I think that's another microphone right there. I think for like left and right. And then we have a microphone, I think, right there. One, two, three. I think we have 3 mics or maybe 2. For sure we have 2. And it's pretty cool because I think that, I don't know if the Action 5 had 2 microphones or not, but I remember that in the Action, I think it was the Action 5, when you would turn the camera to show something, your voice would change because it was picking up the microphone was just picking up the stuff from the front. So now when you show something off, your voice gets picked up by this mic, and then you can get great sound from both mics. Like I think the Pocket 3 did that. It has the mic on the I think it has the mic on the front, one on the back. It's got multiple mics, I think. And the Pocket 3 always sounded really good. Are the batteries the same as the 5? Yes, they are the same. They use it's the yeah, the 1950. But honestly, the battery on this thing is so good. I'm gonna make another video. I got a few videos coming on Action 6, Nano, and stuff like that. I'm gonna make a short one today for you guys when I get this macro lens. We're gonna do just kind of like first impressions, unboxing, and playing around with some settings. I already found out a lot of, or not a lot, but like weird little quirks on this thing, just like I did with my Pocket 3. You guys know I get pretty like I get too specific about details, and if you're a person like that where you like to just mess around with gear and test different things out, then this is a cool channel for you guys to follow. But I'm not like super engineered technical, but I'm a curious person, and I've been messing around with so many different settings. Yesterday I tested out the film tones for the first time. They are pretty cool. I don't think I'll ever use them at 100%. Definitely probably 30 or 50 is the sweet spot. But for somebody who doesn't want to color grade or doesn't know anything about color grading or just wants to import clips into the app and post them or whatever, or just in the computer and just cut them up and make a vlog out of it, the film tones are pretty sick. I think one of my favorite ones is the CC, which has the cool tones, and then WT is another cool one. I think Chris Meets Chris uses that one. It's kind of like a warmer tone. Honestly, they're all pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of the negative films where they just look very desaturated. I do like vivid colors, so. The batteries are the same. I already answered that. And the battery life it's actually very, very good on this thing. Uh, I almost want to say it's a little better than the Action 5, but I did record a clip for 50 minutes straight today as a test, and the battery was down to like 65%. And that's like a 50-minute continuous 24 frame 4K clip. And I stopped it, and I got, like I said, 60, I think it was like 65, 68% battery on this thing. And the cool thing is that the camera didn't even feel hot or anything at all. So battery is amazing. The Nano, that's pretty cool too. If you're streaming on it with the Nano, like live viewing the monitor, then it's gonna last less. But if you just carry the little module, you can definitely get up to like an hour and a half. I believe it's like 90-minute battery life, um, depending on like your settings and stuff like that. But it's pretty good. Best thing is get flat black spray paint for plastic. Best thing is get flat black spray paint for plastic and spray it on a cup and use a small paintbrush to paint on it. Oh, I'm gonna do that. See, I thought about getting can spray paint. Yeah, because I don't want it super flat where it looks dry. I just want like almost like a eggshell finish where it looks like yeah, it kind of matches almost like what the letters are on here. I'm gonna do that to the DJI Mic Mini and everything, just like with a little tiny brush. I hope DJI for future products makes things more stealthy. I honestly think they look higher end. I think professionals are gonna love it. I think that um, it just looks slick, right? We don't want to attract attention. That's why we get these little cameras, and they did it right with the Action 6. So I wish the DJI Mic 3s, which I have and I love, also did that, because I ended up having to color mine too. Uh, Hold on, let me get my DJI Mic 3. I'm gonna be doing some simple videos too for like people that want to do like talk head videos and how to set up some simple lights without like breaking the bank. And I got a lot of videos I'm gonna be doing. And the cool thing is that I'm gonna make all of my videos. I'm gonna film them all on DJI or Action cameras too. So also play a few notes on Play a few notes on guitar. I don't know if this is tuned. Sorry, guys. I haven't. I don't know. I'm just playing chords. Yeah, it's like the mariachi style. It's like I'm more of a that's like with your finger, but this is my Mexican guitar. But then I can't play air guitar. Let's see. Sorry, guys, this thing is off tune. I don't got my tuner with me. That's about as much as I can. I'm thinking about upgrading to a GoPro. Let's see. How cold is it there today? Today, I think it's honestly like almost 50 degrees. It's like 45 or something. I haven't checked the weather, but it's yeah, it's pretty decent. When in the single digits do teens last couple days? The teens, and now it's mid 30s. Yeah, we're like 40s, I think, right now. I just went out there. I think it felt like 40 degrees outside. But we're supposed to be like almost 50 degrees like by the end of this weekend or something, which is crazy. All the snow is melting already. It's super foggy today. It's like kind of like a really gloomy day. Hey, I'm thinking about upgrading from GoPro Hero 5 to a new camera. What do you think is best to upgrade to? Sand Dancer. Do you have like a budget? I definitely I don't have anything against GoPro, but uh, I would definitely if you want to stick with GoPro, I can't really help you, but I'm here to sell you DJI for sure. And if you're gonna upgrade, then just go straight for the Action 6 for vlogs, vlogging, all that stuff. Underwater, heavy duty, all that stuff. This camera is amazing, and it's really I think it's like $100 more than the Action 5. So honestly, it's it's a no brainer for $100 more. Just get the latest and greatest, like I said before, because if you get the Action 5, maybe in a couple years or a year, you know how it is. They just stop kind of updating it, and then it's. I know that there's some issues. Like I guess it uses the old battery, so battery is not as good as Action 5 or 6. You can only hook up, I think, one DJI mic to it. And I heard there's like a delay too, and there's just like little things on it. The startup time is a little bit shorter. Just go with the Action 6. Uh, I wouldn't get the Nano as my main camera though. The Nano should be, I think it's more of like an additional camera or what do you call it? Complimentary camera. If you haven't watched my video yet, go ahead and watch it and let me know what you think, because I talk about the Nano being a complimentary camera here. Hold on, guys. I gotta check out laundry and stuff. Or actually, I'm trying to find something real quick. But yeah, Nano is definitely a complimentary camera. I'm looking. I need to check my laundry, make sure that. Let's see. Thank you for playing. uh, I'm rusty, man. Well, actually, that guitar is meant for like mariachi stuff. Like, it's not really uh, meant for playing with a pick and stuff. So, bro, bro, some nano POVs with macro lens on guitar. I can't play an air guitar. That's great. Be hitting 50 with a ton of rain coming. Yeah, that's what I think. That's where we're hitting too, out here. Let's see. I have to wait till Christmas for my Action 6, but for now, I'm using the Pocket 3. The Action 6 is DJ Frank. The Action 6 is. It came pretty quick, honestly. Luis, I miss those ZVE1 days. I know, man. ZVE1 is a great camera for YouTube, but for some weird reason, man, it was like I couldn't figure out why it would overheat. Some days I could record like an hour long video and it wouldn't overheat, and then some other days, even though I was like not changing frame rates, I was just 24 frames, uh, not in a hot place, and it would like give me maybe 10 minutes before it overheated, 12 minutes, and then it would just get the overheating sign. I don't think I've ever had it shut off completely, but it would just overheat. And I think it was the little hot shoe mics that Sony makes that you put on top. They advertise them for vlogging, and I think that mic just adds like a ton of processing power to the camera and just overheated the crap out of it. Now, the FX3, that camera, I've never overheated that thing, and I've shot everywhere with it. So, if for Sony, my favorite camera is the FX3. Nano is great B-roll. It is. It's great for B-roll. It's great for public places. It's an awesome complementary camera, like I've said in my video. I don't think it should be. If you're gonna upgrade, who's that? Let me do Sand Dancer 62. If you're gonna upgrade, just get an action camera first. Get the Action 6 or Action 5. You can't go wrong with either of them. But for an extra $100, I would just go with the Action 6. I got mine on Amazon, and I think it came within like a week. So, yeah, it was pretty quick. Let's see. What's up, Luis? What do you think of the Action 6 so far? I absolutely love the Action 6 for these reasons. Like I said, I just opened it yesterday. I used it all day. I was playing with it all day. I've been playing with it all day today. I got more videos coming for you guys on some things that I found out, different little quirks that I'm going to have to work around. But I think that they can fix it with an update, with it being the first one that I mentioned on my video yesterday, which if you guys haven't watched the video, go ahead and watch it. It's kind of a long one. I did put a stamp. The beginning, like 6 minutes of the video, is just me unboxing this, setting it all up for how I would set it up, and I talk about the settings and everything like that in there. I go through the menus and everything for the first time ever. Like, I've never even looked up a video on menus. I just turned it on and then set it all up. And then at like 6 minutes or so, I put a little chapter stamp on there. The vlog starts, where I use both Nano and Action 6. And throughout the vlog, guys, I do talk about the settings that I'm changing on here, because I'm still trying to fully figure out where the sweet spot for exposing this camera is. They all expose a little bit different, where the Action 5 -7, -0.7 EV for me, like, was perfect. I could take it everywhere at -0.7 EV in D-Log. But for this one, I feel like I gotta be at like -1.3, 1.0. It seems like that's the sweet spot. I'm still playing around with it in dark areas, light areas, backlit, front lit, everything like that. With D-Log M, I'm gonna be playing around with film tones and different exposure, and see what looks best with what intensities. I have a ton of videos that I'm going to be coming with, hopefully daily, for you guys. So make sure you stay updated. What is it? Hit the bell sound where you can get the notifications, and try to release videos every day. But I love the camera so far. One of my favorite features is obviously, I don't know about that varial aperture. Like, I don't know if it makes a big difference or not, but I'm assuming it does if DJI put it on there. So that's kind of cool. Hopefully, that's what helps it with low light. The only first number one quirk for me is the metering. Think DJI needs to fix the metering with exposing on this thing, because I feel like negative 1.0 is kind of a big shift there. And the DJI mics, it shows that they're peaking, but I don't know if they are or not. I know the Nano does the same thing, so I don't know if that's something they can fix through updates. I'm pretty sure they can. Just like the sensitivity. I don't know if it's peaking though. I don't know if it's just a camera showing you different levels. I have no idea. There's no reason why we should have these things set to like negative 10, negative 12 on the gain on the microphones, especially when you're using the adaptive gain control, which I do. It makes things a lot easier. Let's see. Talented. I'm thinking about upgrading to the GoPro. Okay, answer that. Thank you for playing. That's great. We'll be hitting 50. Okay, I did answer that. Sorry, guys. I'm going through the questions here. Oh, Tim Brown, dude. I love that it uses the same battery. Battery life is amazing. I think this has have to have this. I think. Sorry, I'm like stuttering here on my words. This camera right here, I think, has the best battery life ever, and so does the 5 Pro. Like, honestly, DJI with this new battery and the algorithms that they have on their cameras, the battery is amazing. I remember back, I bought like the first GoPro, or maybe GoPro 3 or 2. I don't know which one it was, but I could only record like 20 minutes, or it was something super like short, and the video sucked. And I mean, obviously that was like GoPro kind of started this whole movement, but then DJI just like, I think DJI is for professionals and also consumers. So I love the weight on this thing, Tim. I love that it's just a little bit heavier. It feels solid. I also love I mentioned this, but I love the flat black look. I hope they do this to all of their products. Honestly, I think it like levels them up. I think they look more higher end and professional too. So, been watching you and Chris for a hot minute recently, and you both want to make me start daily vlogging. Already picked up the Action 5 Pro. Dude, you're gonna be set up. Uh, a a AW AWD 8979. You're gonna be set with that A5, the Action 5 Pro. Do you see any way the Juji do you see any way that Action 5 and Action 6 would work well together in tandem, or don't need both? If you want to film multicam, like you're doing like a multicam video or something like that, oh snap, guys! Sorry, I just got I think the macro lens just got here. Let's go pick it up. Sorry, I got a notification on my phone. Let's go. Oh yeah, macro lens. Macro lens is here. This is what we're gonna be making a video today on. Just a little unboxing and testing it out, doing some footage. It's pretty dark outside, so it'd probably be a good super gloomy, but it's probably gonna be a good vlog to test low light with the Action 6. Okay, back to. I'm not gonna open the. I'm gonna open it from like the B&H box. I'm not gonna open the actual lens because I'm gonna do that for the. You know what? I'm gonna leave this box here because I am gonna get a B-roll shot of me picking it up in front of the house and then coming inside for the video. So I'm gonna keep it in here. Anyways, Juji, the Action 5 and 6, unless you're recording like multiple, like let's say you're doing a talk head and you want to talk here and then you want to have another camera here, then you know, you can, but you could just use your Nano for that and save yourself, you know, money. Or I would sell the Action 5, honestly. I mean, you could have it as a backup if you want. I mean, I don't know. The Action 5 right now is selling pretty good because the Action 6 is out and the difference is it's very small to where people are still buying the Action 5 Pro. I would you can use them together though, to answer your question, you can, because D-Log M. If you're using D-Log M, actually normal 10-bit color too, but then that's when you get with normal 10-bit color, the problem is that between the Action 5, 4, and 6, I think there's like a slight difference in how they handle colors. They all look beautiful, honestly, to me. I know people say that the Action 4 has the best color science. I think at the end of the day, it's kind of like a style preference. And it's 10-bit. Even if you use normal 10-bit color, technically it's 10-bit, so you should be able to move it around unless when they say it's 10-bit, maybe they mean that the camera uses 10-bit to make that normal color profile. Once you start adjusting it, you can't, like it's baked in or whatever. But if you shoot D-Log M across all of the DJI products, which you can, that's when you get uh, the benefits, because you can just match everything. I mean, look at my video that I did yesterday, guys, and go and watch the whole vlog. I literally on the bottom I put the settings, and every time I'm switching between cameras, it tells you if I'm in the Nano or on the 6. And I think personally, I think they matched up perfect. Like I literally didn't have to like do anything different. I graded them both the same way, but because I shot in D-Log M, I got the most dynamic range. I was able to match all the colors and everything like that. So yes, you can use DJI products together. So that's why I like DJI. That's why I haven't bought Insta360. I haven't bought anything else. I am a DJI fanboy, and it's because of that. Because DJI, it's not just for like, you know, regular, you know, people that just want to vlog, hit record. It's also for like people like me that do this professionally. It gives me, I said it yesterday in my blog, I think, or no, 2 vlogs ago. Uh, what did I say? It was like, uh, I think this camera brings beginners confidence and the professionals freedom. It does give them that like that ability to push their push the camera to their level. I've used it on professional gigs. I've done commercials with these, and like it's cool. Like it's cool to be able to shoot a whole like, commercial for my client on this thing right here. It was actually on the Action 5, and I used that neck mount and I strapped it here. Now, if I had the Nano, that would have been way better, but we made it work with the Action 5. This though, it is quite. I don't know about weights, but it's a lot heavier than the 5. It feels solid to me. It feels pretty good. E1 never overheated on me, and I live in really hot climate. Yeah, I think, traveling bankruptly. I think it was the honestly, I think it was the, what do you call it? I think it was the microphone that was causing it. Yeah, I think it was the microphone that was causing it. Give me a sec, guys. Gotta check here a couple messages. It was I think the mic was overloading the processor. Um, Sorry, just checking a few things in here. Concern E1 overheating. Turn the high heat setting on. Ensure you're doing that, but you may want to double check. No, it's all on, dude. Like I've used the ZVE one for professional work too, and you know it. I've only had it overheat on me like maybe once or twice, and I've noticed it was whenever I would use those hot shoe mics on it, specifically the BCM 1M mic, which has all the like the AI features on it or whatever. That camera would like it. That's when I noticed it would get pretty hot. So uh, it was either that, or I'm wondering if certain lenses just did things to the camera, because sometimes I would film for literally over an hour in like on my windshield in my car and nothing would happen. So let's see. I've started using concerning. I did check all that too. That's the only camera that's overheated on me. But I still recommend to buy the ZVE one for vlogging and everything like that. I think just you know, keep in mind, you know, I didn't have a cage on it or anything. I literally I had the screen turned down as far as I could. I I don't know. I don't know. Kept it away from like sunlight and stuff. Sometimes it would just overheat. But I like I said, it only happened to me twice. So with the microphone, I started using the 5A plus 2 close-up filter and quarter pro mist. Yeah, AMP 1590. Yeah, the that black pro mist is pretty cool. I really like it. I use it like if I ever want to get like the itch off and what do you call it? Uh, get a little creative or whatever. I don't mind the I don't mind the regular lens too. Give me a sec, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to like work and be live at the same time, so I just gotta answer a few messages here. I take notes on my V Woods tablet from all your settings. The title for the notes is Louise DJI cameras. That's awesome. And remember too, Mike, that all the settings that you know, that how I set up my camera is specifically for what I do, which is vlogging out, you know, being out in the field, vlogging, using this camera in all types of like lighting scenarios and stuff like that. Now, if I was shooting professionally, like for a client or something like that, then I would use completely manual settings for that, and I would use ND filters because I would need to match them to my camera or whatever. Let's see. Yeah, it should be high, otherwise it will overheat definitely. I did have that in high on the ZVE one. I love the camera. I still recommend it to everybody. Is this on auto or D-Log? Right now, I'm on my iPhone right now. This isn't even the Action 6. Juji, I'm on the iPhone. But if you were asking about uh, using the Action 5 to your previous question, the that's shooting D-Log, so you can shoot auto, but just make sure if you have D-Log, everything will match up. You know, you just have to, you know, color grade it. But D-Log is D-Log. That's what makes it cool, because you can just you pump your own you know, sauce into it, and you know, you'll be able to uh, get the you'll be able to get the proper colors and whatnot. Man, I was trying to grab a snack. Let's see. Action 6 with DJI mics are hot. Yep, Action 6 with D are hot. Constantly in the orange, even a negative 12. Yeah, I don't know if the camera's just showing us that, but it's not really peaking, because DJI does a great job at. I think DJI does a great job at do with the adaptive gain control. Like I've used adaptive gain control for everything, even when I do professional work, and it works like really really good. Audio levels are great and everything like that, and it really whatever the compressor or whatever they put on there, the attenuator or whatever the heck it's called, does a great job at moving down the levels. So I don't know. I think it's a firmware issue or something like that. I hope they fix it too. Constantly in the orange. I had that problem with the Action 5. I use it in a strong. Use it. Let's see. Sorry. AMP says I use it in strong light and low light and add lights in. Yeah, always add light if you're gonna be filming talk heads and stuff like that too. Uh, Tim Brown Town, I agree on everything. And you charge it in like 15 minutes to 80% or something like that. Yeah, the Nano is amazing, dude. The way this camera charges really fast, and I honestly, I'm gonna take my comment back about the battery being drained very quickly. Now I know that was an issue at the beginning, and with the update, I guess it was like a dramatic change. Uh, but I think the battery is great because it's great for what that camera is supposed to be, which is a POV camera. So an hour and a half of battery life for me on a POV camera is more than I need. And the fact that you can hook it up and in like 5-10 minutes you can continue recording for another like half hour, 40 minutes, like it's super super cool. Like I haven't had the need to like want more batteries or anything like that. But like I said, in my vlog or my video, it is a complementary camera to the action camera. Not, it shouldn't. I personally don't think it's a good idea to get it as your main camera. I think that's why people complain about the battery, because they use it, or they want to use the Nano as like an action camera, which you can, but it wasn't designed for that. So it doesn't have the power and you know, the algorithms to make the battery last that long. Excellent. The macro lens is going to be sweet. How much did that cost? I think it was like 180, 160 out of the box, like straight, like out of the like shipping and everything. Yep, 160. I The reason I got the macro lens is because I will be using that for my professional work. I don't know if I'm going to be using it for YouTube or everyday type of vlogs. If I ever do use it on YouTube, it's only because I'm maybe doing like a product show or like some sort of like, yeah, video where I need close focus. Because the only benefit for me, I don't think the background blur is that like crazy noticeable to pay almost $200 for this lens. For me, it's the fact that you can shift that focus, plane or whatever closer, the distance, and then you can show things like this close, you know, at a close distance or whatever for like product show or whatever. Like if I was going to show you the macro lens, the iPhone has it. I mean, if the iPhone can fit it into this small of a phone, like I know, uh, DJI can do it. I think that if they added autofocus to the Action 5 cameras, it would cannibalize like the Pocket 3 series, unless they do turn the Pocket 3 series into like an action camera and they just have a whole section for that. But I think they're just kind of overlap each other. So the perfect camera would be if they added autofocus to the action camera body with the variable aperture, and they kept the same body, the same size and everything, and they just called it, the Pocket. Honestly, that could be the Pocket 4. And yeah, maybe it's not meant for like high action because of all the moving parts, if they do add all these crazy moving parts and people are concerned about that. But I think ultimately, uh, that would kill, like, that would be the ultimate camera. Because, like, look at the phone. Like, if I put my hand right here, let's see, it can focus on, I think it's focusing on my hand. Yeah, right there, it's focusing on my hand. Or maybe not yet. There you go. And then, see, the phone does it. The phone does it with focusing maybe right there. Oh, that's the close. Yeah. But I I'll open it here in a bit and I'll make a video for you guys, which I'll try to post today. But the the lens, I feel like it's big, man. It's big, and everybody that I've seen open it and put it on says that it's big. It looks big, and I feel like that just I just can't imagine like shoving that thing like in my pocket. Um, and not have to be and not worry about like it being scratched or like if I drop the camera and it hits the lens or stuff like that. Like it I feel like it takes away the name pocket or whatever. It's just too big. And honestly, on an action camera like that, like I said, the for vlogging and stuff, like I don't know, we'll see. I'm not gonna say I'm definitely not gonna use it, but maybe I have to see the footage. Like I have to compare footage, so I'm gonna do that today. I'm convinced that the variable aperture is mostly for the macro and other lenses. I might fix it to 2.8 because when it goes lower, you really have to watch the minimum focus distance. Yeah, I yeah, I'm still playing around with that variable aperture thing because I don't know if it really is helping that much with low light. I'll have to run some tests. I was thinking of selling my Action 5, but it's going to work out perfectly fine for me. For all of our DJ events, multiple views being recorded. Yeah, I think you're going to be good. What's your opinion on the Pocket 4? Will it be waterproof? I don't. From the videos that I've seen in the leaks, it looks like it's going to be like a dual. Looks like it's going to be like a dual camera or whatever, dual lens camera or whatever, and it's going to be a little bit bigger. I don't even think if you thought you couldn't fit the Pocket 3 in your camera bag and you were all concerned about it, I think this one's going to be the same. I think this one's going to be the same. Like I don't think it's going to be it's going to be too fragile. Like I just don't know. Just too fragile for me. I don't think it's going to be waterproof either. Or maybe I don't know, they might make it water resistant, but waterproof with all those moving parts, I don't know. Like the action camera is like a solid body, so they can seal everything. But with the moving parts, I feel like it's going to be a little tough. I love your thought process as a beginner. Using the DJI Action 4 and Pocket 3 really boosted my confidence in making videos. The UI is so user-friendly. Alexis, Alexis. Thanks, man. I try to make videos to, like, I guess my thought process is literally like the way I think, and I actually think very simple. And so I always want things explained to me like a normal, like I don't understand cameras, just show me how this works and what it does. Like I'm not gonna tell you what aperture means and all that stuff. Like if I'm gonna show about aperture, for example, I would just say like, hey, this dial right here makes things blurry in the background and not blurry. But when you move it, a certain, if you move the dial this way, it gets blurry. If you move it this way, everything gets sharper. But then you also lose light. Like that's how I would explain it. I'm not going to tell you all the science behind it. Now, if somebody wants to know all those details, I think there's other videos out there for like nerds that get crazy about that stuff. I just want to be able to get people to understand what the tools are doing to the image, so that way, yeah, they can go out there and create videos. But these cameras, literally, if you just set them up the way I do and hit record, you don't have to worry about anything else. Tim Brown, I think I am gonna be locking mine too at like 2.8. I thought about doing that yesterday because the yeah, I don't know if I think that's just more moving parts for the auto features on the camera in terms. Sorry, I got a phone call. This is why you don't vlog uh, on your phone, because all the notifications, people calling, and all that stuff. Oh, let me go get my coffee. I got an Americano today because it was gloomy, and I was like, you know what? I want to go out there and get something. There we go. All right. How much is that? I've owned the ZVE one for about 3 weeks. No overheating, but I shoot bursts. Yeah, I mean, guys, don't get me wrong. The ZVE one is an awesome camera. I highly recommend it. The other day, actually, I thought about buying it again, but uh, but then I got the Action 6 instead. Uh, just because of the size. Like when I'm traveling, like I just want to be able to like hit this red button, point it literally handheld, and it's gonna be stable. Record everything, show you guys stuff. It's got a great mic, and then I could just throw it in my pocket, and I'm gone. Uh, if somebody was to steal this camera, like whatever, it's 300 bucks or whatever, 400. It's not gonna be like thousands of dollars. I mean, a few $100 hurts too, but again, not thousands of dollars. I just, yeah, I don't have anything against the ZVE one. Yes, I know I want to be able to place them on an event. Yeah, I would just keep them. Same batteries, rock, normal 10-bit color. Dual cameras is going to mess with the ability to use NDs easily, which is nice with the gimbal on the Pocket 3. Yeah, that's true. I don't, like I said, I do use these cameras professionally, but it's very rare. Uh, so for me, I did end up getting I did get I did get ND filters for the Nano. I got the original DJI brand NDs for the Nano. I haven't even opened them, and I only have them for in case I get a professional job again and I need to mount the camera somewhere with the motion blur. That's the only reason why I got them. Uh, Plus business write off, but other than that, I might not even open them honestly. I thought about returning them because these cameras I just plan on shooting in auto. The fact that like when I go on vacation, I want to be by the pool or something like that. Like I don't want to have to like worry about like switching settings. Like it's just a lot of work, man. And it stops me from making YouTube videos. Like honestly, sometimes I think about all the things I got to take, and even as simple as taking like a DJI mic, 3 and having another magnet mount here, then syncing it and then shooting. Like even that step is like the more things I can remove, the better. So I've been trying to use the internal microphones as much as I can, but I do bring my DJI Mic 3s just in case I want to do like a quick talk head video and I want to hold the mic and get a little bit better audio, or I'm gonna be at like a further distance, then I'll use the microphone for that. But needed Pocket 4 Mini. That would be awesome. Yeah, if they made a Pocket 4 like this, and maybe the form factor. What if they made it to where the form factor is vertical, and like kind of like the Nano, where this is like in the middle, this screen is down here, and you held it like this, but it's actually shooting like open gate, 1-inch sensor, so you can have both. But you hold the camera like this. You can mount it like this, but you can also mount it this way if you wanted to, just for like rigging purposes. But yeah, you have it like this. You got a mic right here. Maybe add a mic on the top, record button on the side, or the top. I don't know. I guess I'm just dreaming. With the autofocus, dual camera is going to be awesome. Yep, I agree. Locking aperture should help with exposure jumping around as well. I think Tim Brown. I think that's the problem with the variable aperture, and I don't think maybe it's a problem probably right now with the metering, because I think there's just more things for the camera to do now to expose the image. With the Action 5, it's like I don't have to worry about the aperture, but now I only have to worry about ISO, shutter speed, and if you limit those, then that's all it's got to work with. But now it's like it's got that, it's got your ISO, it's got your variable aperture, so it's like trying to figure things out. And then I think that then the camera like tends to just kind of overexpose, or I think that's the reason why it's taken a little while for it to expose, because I notice if I go from inside to outside, it like takes a few seconds, and then you can see the exposure like just gradually like drop to where it needs to be, and it's a little slow. So I get why they do that, because professionally, like if you're running and gunning, you're filming like a straight video, you kind of want it to gradually change, or if like you're like, let's say you're filming outside and you're doing a talk head and like the sun's going in and out, it's nice for it to gradually change, not just like super fast. uh but for me, I think it could be a little bit faster, just a little bit. Actually, I'm wondering if you put it at 2.8 fixed, will it Kelly, hey man, thank you for Chipotle, man. I'm gonna give you a shout out. I was thinking about getting Chipotle today, and now I can. This guy's always blessing me with Chipotle. So I will say that I appreciate all you guys, that buy me coffee, or, Chipotle. That's really all that YouTube is for me. It's a place for me to share my thoughts, passion, kind of ideas on these cameras, and record life. It's an investment. Invest in your life, man. Callie is always sending great vibes out there to everybody. Blessings. If you guys haven't followed this guy, go give him a follow, because he's got great messages. Honestly, they're the best way for me to like wake up in the morning and watch his vlogs, because I literally I wake up every morning. Right now, I was in the middle of watching uh, my boy Darren Keenan vlogs. He just dropped a vlog where he's just giving shout outs to everybody. Gave me a shout out, gave Chris Meets Chris a shout out. He's just giving shout outs to a bunch of people in the community, and shared all the channels. I'm only like a quarter through the vlog before I went live, but this guy is also always bringing out vibes. But Callie is one of the guys that I just like. He gets my mind going in just like life and what's important, and it just keeps my vlogging spirit strong. So without having to worry about views, because sometimes like I know we preach like, don't get caught up in views, don't worry about the algorithm, but there's a certain balance, right? There's up to a certain point, like you do care a little bit about who's watching you, and that feeling is just normal to have. And no matter what you say, like don't care about the views, like you're going to, but it shouldn't be like top three things. Like you should do it for yourself, because because you like it, and you're investing in yourself, and not just yourself, because you don't know, but you might be changing somebody else's life. Maybe sometimes like I know for me, when I listen to Callie's like uh vlogs, like it gets me thinking, like just things about my life, and where I'm at, and it just gets me feeling positive and makes me feel like, hey, there's other people out there in the world that are dealing with certain things that I deal with, and I can relate to them. And I think the value in that sometimes is more than having like a super polished up video. Like the messages that Callie brings are amazing, and everybody else too, not just him. Everybody in the community. So always super thankful for everything and everybody in this community. Plus making chicken alfredo for my son and spaghetti and meatballs for my wife and mom. Dang, dude, that sounds good. I eat chicken alfredo and spaghetti and meatballs. They are my favorite. Man, my mouth is even watering. DJ Mike's got me over here freaking mouth watering. I am hungry. It's what time is it? 12:30. I've been fasting, or I'm trying to fast, just because the holidays I tend to just, you know, the beers, the drinks, the food, the pop, and all that stuff. Man, it tends to get to me. And you guys know, as you as you get older, like it's not the same, man. You eat a cheeseburger, the next day you feel like crap. I'm drinking my coffee right now, and holding off. I try to eat around like 1:30. That's usually when I try to break my fast. Gotta drink some more water though. Waiting on UPS for my daughter's iPhone 17. Ooh, that is one thing I haven't upgraded, and I've been doing pretty decent the past few years on trying to stick with the basic iPhone model, and just making it work. And honestly, it does great. Now, there is a huge difference, because I used to always get the Pro, which they're amazing phones. I'm just it's a balance thing, right? It's either I get an iPhone or I can buy cameras like these, and so I had to pick and choose. But I wish I could get the I wish I could get the iPhone Pro. Let's see. I should start a cooking channel. You should. I don't cook, but my mom cooks, and she makes awesome like Mexican dishes, just like very homemade. And I've thought about sprinkling uh, like a section in my channel and calling it my mom's cooking, and then just like every like week or every couple weeks, like I throw in one vlog is specifically on like one of her recipes. Even though she doesn't have recipes, I'm gonna have to come up with them myself, because I'll have to like go there, film her, and like I'll tell you guys like how much she puts on these dishes, so that you know how to cook it, and we'll film the whole thing and everything like that. Now I'll try to create or write the recipes down for whoever's viewing these videos, but I thought it'd be cool because on the last live I went on, she made enchiladas and they were so good. I posted a picture, I think, on YouTube on one of the posts. So for those that are wondering if the Action 6 camera is amazing, it is. It is amazing. Get it. Get it over to the DJI Nano if you don't have an action camera yet. Tim Brown. Oh, I just remembered. Actually, on yesterday's vlog, I thought the aperture was on variable, but I actually had it locked at 2.8, and still the exposure was kind of hopping around. It was overexposing, like, and when the sun was hitting it, it's like sometimes it just doesn't read it. Like when I was in my car, the sun was hitting me, and I had the visor over my head, so you had like shadow like this, and then light, and the light, the part where the light was hitting and outside was just like a little bit overexposed, and yeah, so it made it tricky. I hope that they fix that, and the sensitivity on these microphones. Just go by taste. That's how I cook. Yep, that's how my mom does. She just like she knows what goes into it, and then she just gives it a couple tastes, and then she starts adding little things, tweaking it. I do like one thing that my mom does on all her dishes is that she doesn't over salt them. Like she puts like the bare minimal, like I don't even know if she uses salt, but she doesn't put too much salt to where it gives you the freedom to add, salt if you want to. Because I feel like once you go salty, you can't take it back anymore. Like you can't make the dish less saltier anymore, unless there is a way. I'm not a chef, so. Uh, let's see. I'm going through these questions right here, guys. I'm editing. One love, one community. That's right, man. Kelly, man, dude, I can't believe you dropped your Nano. I uh I don't know what mount you were using. Were you using, if you're still watching, dude, were you using the suction cup? I think you mentioned it. Kelly, I think you mentioned it in the vlog, and I forgot. Yes, yeah, you can peel a potato and put it in the pot. That will take the salt out. Interesting. Sorry, guys, answering some messages here while I'm working, seeing who's live. Um, I'm wondering. All right, so macro lens video. Which video? I mean, there's only 5 of you guys here. Um, which video would you guys like to see? We can do a we can do the macro lens. We can do. Um, I have 2 on the queue. one for the Action 6, and I guess they're both Action 6. And the other one would be macro lens, like opening up macro lens, trying it out, vlogging with it, and doing that. So would you guys like to see more like on settings and tests, or macro lens video first? I'm gonna release both of them, but let me know. Maybe I should do like a poll question. Yeah, maybe I'll do a poll question or whatever you call it. Okay. Man, I've been trying to get into gaming a little bit during the off season. I try to pick up my video games a little bit more. I am a Nintendo fan, and it's just hard when you get older, because when you play video games, I'm starting to get to the point where I feel guilty because I feel like I'm just wasting time. Like I could be vlogging. I could be, um, maybe fixing something around my house. I could be doing other things, with my time. And, we always talk about time is short, but I do love playing video games. And obviously I think everything with balance is the key here. But I recently got a game on my Nintendo Switch, and I'm gonna make a vlog about it because I can go on about this whole topic. But I've been gaming quite a bit, and it's been fun, honestly. Kind of relieve stress and stuff like that. I would smash the TV if I played the games today. Give me Crash Bandicoot. Oh dang, yeah. I that was one game I never got to really play. I was like I was playing, but I think something. Wait, Crash Bandicoot. That was PlayStation, right? That was like that Fox guy or whatever with the pants. You could run around, and it was kind of like facing forward. You'd like ran through the it was kind of like a maze type of game. Oh yeah, yeah, it is. I was thinking about Banjo Kazooie. Is that what the game was for 64? Yo, shout out to Louise. Good to see you. Don Rich, man, how's it going? You're not the only one. I dropped the gaming to kids to carry on. I dropped the gaming to kids to carry on with my video gaming and shifted to life more. Zelda was epic back in the day. Oof, Kelly, Zelda was amazing. My favorite one was for Super Nintendo, which I actually own still. I have it. I have all my Nintendo. I'm a huge Nintendo fan. If you guys haven't seen my Nintendo vlogs like months ago, I talked all about it. I showed my whole collection and everything. But uh, and I also shared the reason why I love Nintendo, because it's like it goes pretty deep. So check out that vlog. Uh, Nintendo's just plain fun. It's not so. It's kind of like action cameras. It's not really so much about the cinematic quality. It's not so much about the graphics and all the things it could do. It's just a plain all fun video game system, and it's still they still have that flavor of nostalgia, nostalgia of like an actual video game console. I like that Nintendo keeps that. Um, Zelda: A Link to the Past for Super Nintendo, one of my favorite games. And then obviously Breath of the Wild. I did play the one for the Wii. I forgot. I think it was called like Twilight or something. That one I never. I don't know if I beat that whole game. I got pretty far on it. Um, but Zelda are just amazing, especially on the Switch. Like that's if you just bought that in the Switch, like that game itself made the Switch. Gold edition, dang. Hold on, guys. Let me. Galaga. Galaga. Check on this. I filled up this humidifier thing, and I'm just keep checking on it. I don't want it to be leaking. The cartridge was gold. Yes, it was. Who remembers the classic PS2 games like Ratchet and Crank? Oh, dude, I never got to play those. I know exactly what you're talking about, Don Rich. Picked up Switch 2 and the new Donkey Kong is amazing. Oh, dude, Callie, I made a whole vlog on that. If you go back to my Nintendo vlog, check it out. I talked all about that game, but that game is sweet. I haven't beat it yet, but it's amazing. The Switch 2 has a beautiful display. Uh, it's definitely a game I think everyone should pick up for the Switch 2. Mario Kart, obviously, it's always a classic. You can't go wrong with Mario Kart. It's just a fun game to play. I just never get tired of it. If I ever want to just like if I ever want to jam out, like listen to music and just play a video game where I don't have to like listen to the sound effects or anything like that, Mario Kart is the game that just like I can throw on my favorite like track and just like drift and play tournaments and stuff like that. Or you can play online and race other people, which is very hard. um, these kids are getting too good. That Donkey Kong Bonanza game is a must for the Switch 2. You know what I don't like though? I don't like that they haven't really released like actual new games like how the Switch did it with Breath of the Wild. Like I think Breath of the Wild wasn't like a remastered game. I think it was made specifically for the Switch, and I feel like Nintendo hasn't done that. Like I think Donkey Kong Bonanza, if I'm not mistaken, I think that was already like a remake game from like the Wii or something or GameCube. I don't know. I think it was a remade game, I want to say. And I feel like they're just like remastering games to play on a new system, which is fine. But yeah, I wish they made more exclusive Nintendo Switch 2 specifically designed games because they're just remastering these old ones and making the graphics a little bit better and the frame rates. But I want a game that's gonna like unlock what the Switch 2 can do. Uh, like open world games and stuff like Zelda is really cool. I know they did an Assassin's Creed game, which I'm looking at. Don Rich, yes, Ratchet and Clank or Sly Cooper. They definitely need to remake those. That's cool, dude. I was a big Metal Gear Solid fan. Like Metal Gear Solid, the first one with the 2 disc for the PlayStation One. That game is amazing, super cool. I honestly feel like picking it up for the. I think they have it. Guys, I got spam is calling. Uh, I had this feeling when I used to make live stream playing video games, even though I was happy playing. My mind was saying, "Stop, waste time, and be with your family." It's hard to balance when you get old, man. I'm, I don't know if it's Jerry or Gary. Am I saying it right, dude? That's how I feel. It's like every time I pick up my Switch 2, that's why I pick it up at the end of the night, and I'll play for like maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours. I'll have it right next to my nightstand, and when I'll just like end the day with work. I always have like two or three things I want to do for work, so that when I end the day, I feel like I did something productive first. Then I'll go to vlogging and YouTube, and then I end my day around 5:30, and I try to spend time with my kids and family or whatever we got to do. After that, my kids go to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, say goodnight, and then from like 9 to pushing it midnight, that's kind of like me time. Sometimes I hang out with my wife, sometimes I don't. She does her own thing and I do my own thing, and then that's when I play video games because it's like I already did all the things I was supposed to. I already was with the kids and family, and then now it's like let's just disconnect kind of time, and that's when I play video games and I don't feel as guilty. But if I was to play video like right now, honestly, I just want to kick back. My kids are at school, and it's just me and my wife home. My wife's watching her show right now. I'm live vlogging or whatever, but I want to just kick back, turn on the TV, and play a little bit of video games. But I feel so guilty. Like I know I gotta probably do dishes. There's probably, things I could pick up around here. I could organize my desk over here with all my gear. I don't know. Yeah, I just feel it sucks having that feeling, man. I guess it's a part of growing up. As a kid, I always told my dad like I'm gonna play video games until I die, and I think I will. but it's just like it's not number one or five on my list of things to do, and it kind of hurts a little bit, I know, because I feel like we all still have that kid inside of us that wants to play and imagine and stuff like that. With this, I think this is why vlogging is pretty cool. It's like the big kids like you know video game or cool thing to do, but you're actually connecting with people, which is cool. I remember those two on the PlayStation. Wii games are absolutely legendary, but the whole concept of the Wii when it first came out was revolutionary. It was like Nintendo is always like Don Rich. That's a good point. Nintendo is always like pushing the bar in terms of like just like fun and interactive, but the feel and design of the games too, because they make things so simple. Like when the Nintendo Wii came out, I remember it was sold out forever. Wii Sports, bowling, Wii Sports was like so much fun. Me and my wife bought a Wii when we got married, and we literally like played that with our friends, and it was just Wii is one of those things that like brings people together, and Nintendo does too. They always focus on people playing together, like with their Switch that you can do game share and play with all multiple Switches. All my kids have their own Switch, and they all play together, and I play with them, and it's just really cool. Darren Keenbox, hey there, I'm on the VR gaming fan. Once you go VR, it's hard to go back to normal flat screen. I know. One thing I never really got into, and nothing against it or anything like that. I just, like I said, I don't have the time, and I feel like I would go crazy on it and spend a lot of money. Is PC gaming? Like, I just, yeah, I just don't. I haven't gotten into it. Something I'm old school. Like I just can't do keyboard and mouse. Like, and the PC, it just doesn't feel like video gaming to me. I again Nintendo like a controller, a box, put a cartridge in it on TV or handheld with a cartridge on it. It's like I love having a controller. The feel like it just gets me in this feeling of uh, playing video games. That's just how I am. I just like consoles. Man, I remember the tabletop tennis first ever. When the first time PS dropped, that was because of Nintendo. I picked up the Switch 2 after watching your vlog. Oh, okay. Dude, the Switch 2 is amazing. My kids love it. That's technically my Nintendo, but obviously I let the kids play it. I have the other Switch, the Switch OLED, which is amazing too. That's the family Switch. That one's docked, and so everybody plays it on the screen back here. And then all six of my kids have their own Nintendo Switch Lite. So they play handheld on their own Switches. They play together, and that's what we take for travel. But the family Switch is up here, and then Switch 2 is for Dad. That one's for me. Super Mario Brothers is another awesome game. Like you can't go wrong with any Mario game. Mario and the trilogy was epic. There was Space Invaders, another early 80s game. I never played Space Invaders. Maybe I have, but I know what it is. Donkey Kong was from the 80s also. Donkey Kong is just crazy. Paperboy. Never played that game. I know exactly what you're talking about. Bro, the first machine I had was the cartridge needed to be inserted in the TV. Wow, that's crazy. The first video game I ever got, I found it in a dumpster, and it was an Atari, and it was the one that almost looked like a piece of furniture, and it had like a little dial, and it had like wood on it. Like there was like I swear there was like wood. Uh, what do you call it? Man, I wish I could be live on my computer so I can like do screen sharing and bring up stuff like how like live people do it. But the what do you call it? I had like little wood trimmings on the actual system. Like it was black and it had wood and it had a little dial. I believe the controller was just like a red button and it had a dial on it. You had like this tennis thing and a few games, and I think to change the games they were like built in. You had to like click it. Maybe I'm wrong. Or I think you did insert a cartridge. I can't remember. Then I don't know if you guys had this system. My mom bought it at a garage sale for me, and it was amazing. That was the first time I ever played Bomberman, and Bomberman was amazing on this thing. It was called the Turbo Graphics 16. Do you guys remember that? With the games were like little cartridges. They almost looked like little floppy disks, but they were skinny, and you just put them in there. My son is going to be an nurse, and man, he loves to play games on his computer, but I built him. Take care of that feeling. My boys are in heaven. Merge the games with the kids. Takes care of that feeling. Yeah, that's what I did. I did that with Pokemon. I did that with video games. I introduced them to Super Mario Brothers and all that stuff and Nintendo. And we play video games together. They know Zelda. They know the whole story behind Zelda. And we talk about Zelda. We talk about Pokemon. We talk about all that stuff. And I do get into what they're doing because I want to be involved. I want to be able to have conversations and relate to them. And my dad who wasn't around too much, but when he was, he did try his best to like get into the things that I was in and ask me questions and stuff like that. So I really do appreciate that. But I try to do it a lot more in terms of like the topics that they talk about, and something I actually need to work on. But I'm trying my best to to do that. But merging both is amazing because then you get to enjoy it and you feel like you're not wasting time because you're with the family too. My wife doesn't play video games, but she'll hop on Mario Party here and there. Dang, yeah, those monitors and all that stuff gets crazy, dude. Mike, you could be making chicken Alfredo and go live. We need to do a live collaboration and I'll share some amazing stories in gaming. Dude, we should. We should plan it ahead of time so we give people some time to like be live. I try that's right. I tried the PC route, just didn't do it for me. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't. I don't. I like a. I like to physically. I like boxes too, guys. Like I sometimes go to the used store and buy Switch games so I can get the box and the little cartridge. I just like it. Some games that are only for me, I do buy those digitally because those only live on my Switch. Hold on, guys. I feel like sneezing here soon. Dang it. The longest game time continuous I played in the day was 38 hours straight. Me and my boys ripped through the time like it was water. Dude, I Halo 3, like when that came out on Xbox 360 and Gears of War, those two games like took like my teenage life away pretty much. We had blisters on our thumbs. Yeah, I've been there, man. I drank a lot of Mountain Dew and Rockstar energy drinks back then, so much that I ended up like getting super sick from them, and then I could never drink them again. Frank Joseph, thanks for joining the live, Dan. The macro lens, which I got during the live here. If you rewind it back, I'm not gonna open it because I'm gonna be filming the opening and talking about it. I'll mention some of these points in that video, but firsthand, one of the things that I'm expecting from it is not really image quality. What I wanted to do for me is be. I like the ability to that you can shift that the where the focus is a little bit closer, so I can be like right here and be in focus, and then I can use it for showing like product videos where I can do this, and it focuses, and then it comes back, and then I well it doesn't have autofocus, but I can focus it back. That's really the main thing. I feel like personally for me, there's a lot more cons than pros for it, but we'll see. I bought it because I do professional work and having to have the power to uh, shift the focus plane or control it is huge for my line of work. If I ever do use the Action 6 for professional work, which I do plan if the moment comes, I just want to have that option. But I think on everyday use, I'm probably just gonna rock the standard lens because it keeps the camera pocketable. I don't like that DJI didn't provide a cover for the lens, which I think it's stupid. I hope they see this live and they change that. And I said it in yesterday's vlog too. If they make a cover first of all, I think DJI should make a cover for this lens because it's so expensive for what it is, and they should just be able to look up like serial number and then send it to your house for free because at that price you should get a lens cover for the lens. It's just ridiculous. I think that's a definitely. I'm a DJI fanboy, but that they dropped the ball on that for sure. Um, I feel like it just makes the camera not pocketable anymore. Me and my friend, let's see, Callie. I remember back in the day, me and my friend of mine planned a weekend to go out playing a game. Was Friday and we stopped. Forgot about the plans. Yeah, dude, those man, Halo 3 days are just crazy. What will it do attached to otherwise? What will it do attached that otherwise the image to the image without? Um, well, you get the background blur. Basically, what it does is that Frank Joseph, I don't know how much you know about cameras or understand how focus and like focusing works and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna pretend like you don't know. But basically, action cameras have the focus where things are in focus, like we call it the focus plane. Like it's locked off at I think infinity, which is like probably let's just say it's like at this distance right here. Let's say from here, which I'm like 2.5 feet away from my phone. Anything starting there and back is going to be in focus. So if I'm right here, your face would be slightly out of focus. It would be soft. It wouldn't be as sharp. And people think that it's low quality, but it's because the focus and the sweet spot is back here. So what the macro lens is going to do is going to be able to grab that focus plane and bring it closer so I can be right here. And like I said, I could show you this cup and you could see that the logo is sharp. If I didn't have the macro lens, I would have to show you this cup like back here and then it would be sharp, but then now I'm too far away. So that is basically the biggest thing that the macro lens does for the action camera. So I can do a talk head video, like I said, and show you guys products and be talking right here and be completely sharp. That's it. Uh, that's all I'm looking for, and I think that's it'll because of shifting the focus point to the front too and closer. It does give you a little bit more of that background blur because the background now will be out of focus instead of being in focus. That's pretty much it. I hope. Yeah, as a pro, and nano cams. The reason why I picked this over the Pocket 3 is because this thing is like, if I drop this right now, this thing is gonna work. I can go underwater, and I just like that look. Like it's in my hand. I got small hands. I can throw this. I literally throw this in my pocket, hit record, it turns on, and then I can point it. It's ready to go. There's no moving parts. The Pocket 3, you turn it off, you flip the screen, and then it locks. And sometimes that's still pretty loose. If I put it in my pocket, that moving part is gonna be moving, like rotating all over the place. Um, it's so fragile. So the Pocket 3, I got to the point where I was using it as a talking camera like this. I would sit on my desk and do talking videos. But actual vlogging, like I would always have to be careful with it. So if I was doing like real estate videos, I think the Nano, or sorry, the Pocket 3 is good. If I was doing, I think the Pocket 3 is another camera to have in your arsenal that's pretty good for gimbal shots and stuff like that when you need that steady, you know, gimbal type footage. Give me a sec here, guys. Let me check on this water heater. All right, looking good. But yeah, and the nano camera too. Like you can mount that right here, and like go in a store and just go shopping. If you look at my vlog from yesterday, I showed you guys exactly. I put a stamp there so you can actually forward the video and start the vlog. But I did that so that you guys can see like how I use the Nano and the action camera together and how they make a great team. And they're so compact and very easy to use. The Nano, I wear it all day like a necklace, just right here. I can go into the store, hit record, walk in, mind my own business, shop, do whatever I gotta do. And then when I get out and I wanna show my face and talk to you guys, I pull out the Nano, vlog with it, or sorry, I pull out the action, vlog with it, put it back, mount it in the car, get you another point of view. Like I can switch so fast, and both of these cameras I can literally take off and then put them all in my pocket, and they're super like just robust. I love the Pocket 3. I think the Pocket 3 would be, if you can afford it, like if you, money is not an issue for you, I would own all of them. The Pocket 3, the Action 6, and honestly, I might buy the Pocket 4 as a like a talkhead YouTube camera, honestly, because then this would just be my all day vlogging camera. But if I want to do a quick talkhead video, show you guys products and stuff, like I'll buy the Pocket 4, and that's what I'll probably do and add that to my kit. Then literally I can have a whole like video system um in my freaking little vlogging backpack, and I can go everywhere. I can travel everywhere, and it's so compact with microphones and everything. Like, yeah, that's gonna be awesome. I have football cards from 1972. Dang. I had a lot of what do you call it? Uh, the Pokemon cards that my daughter recently this year, they all are into Pokemon cards like I was. I got them all six of my kids their own albums. They're organizing them by like evolution and powers and everything like that. And they showed me all their collections and evolutions and all this stuff, and they do trading and whatnot. But my daughter, it's funny because the cards that I grew up with, which were the original ones, the first 150 Pokemon, like now are worth so much money. Now the kids nowadays really want them. Like everybody wants them. And I had a whole book, and I had all these cards that are now considered like rare and are very expensive. The other day I went into Chicago, and I actually went to the store, and they were selling an album that had literally I looked through it, and all the cards that were on there, I had them, and honestly, my cards were like in way better condition than this album of Pokemon cards that you could buy with all the classic ones, and they were selling it for like, I think it was like $1,800 or like 3,000. It was crazy. I wish I wouldn't have gotten rid of mine. I'm waiting on the Pocket 4. Reminds me of Wally the movie. It does look, Callie, Pocket 4 from the leaks, it does look like Wally. Literally, like exactly. So the next month, Pocket 4 release, you are not interested? You always wanted the Action 6. If you could only afford one camera, wait, wait to consider Pocket 4. No. Frank Joseph, if I could only choose um, one camera to out of all the DJI system, and I can only have one, it would be the Action camera, because uh, I can do what the Pocket 4 can do, and it, like stabilizing on this is very good. Low light is pretty good, and this is waterproof, and I can switch out batteries too. That's one thing I didn't like about the Pocket 3, and I also don't like it about the Nano. Uh, Once that battery dies, like that's it. The product is gone. This, I can just buy more batteries, and once the batteries are dead, you could just throw them away and get new ones once the cycle of them ends. But for the Nano, like unless they're expecting that by the time the battery dies on that Nano, they're gonna come up with a Nano 2 or something like that. Um, then I don't know. I don't like things that have internal batteries that you can't remove. Wait, if you could only afford one. But I am gonna pick up an action. I will pick up the Pocket 4 as my YouTube Talkhead camera probably. Then occasionally we would have to shoot an ad if it had halftones. Did you screen it? Then we would have a perfect image. We would have to shoot an ad. Yes. DJI makes the most amazing products from cameras to microphones and lenses. Yes, they do. DJI makes great products, and they're user friendly. I feel like DJI is like the Apple of like prosumer or consumer cameras. Like anybody can use them. Like professional, they like somehow got into the space where like regular people that don't know anything about cameras can use them, but then also professionals can use them. Like, and the quality is so good. Like, we don't expect it to be like cinema quality, but even if you wanted to go cinema, they got that Ronin RD or whatever, that, like, I call it the chicken neck camera, the goose camera. That thing is insane from what I'm seeing, and it's got so many different features. So I don't know if DJI. I'm pretty sure DJI is already in the cinema space with that camera, with making movies, but they're everything, their apps, everything just works with this. Their app is really good. It connects really fast. I love the interface. It's super user friendly. I like the style, everything about it. I mean, it's a big fanboy, big DJI fanboy here. But the one thing I will say is that um, I hope that they never go into this weird like subscription thing. Once they start doing like subscription and paid things, and they're trying to pay for these new film tones on your, like, then I think that's when they're gonna lose it. I think they just need to keep that motto, and I think DJI does a pretty good job at listening to their people. I hope so, and I hope they keep that, because I think that's what's gonna keep the company going. Uh, Pocket 3 is like ET. Mm-mm. Yeah, Pocket 3 is an amazing camera. The quality on that thing literally is so good. I feel like dual lens, that Pocket 4, it's gonna come in at like $600-700. I wouldn't even be surprised if they have like, I think it's gonna be like $600 for the essential combo, and then like 1,000 for like the adventure or the vlogger combo with the microphones and everything. Frank Joseph, no, I will always pick action cameras over Pocket Series and the Nano. It would be, for me, it would be action series, Nano, and then Pocket 4, only because of the moving parts and the mountability options. I mean, I could keep going. Like, this, you can mount everywhere. Like, you can still mount this with the head strap in here. You can mount it on a helmet with the mounts right here, on your bike, on your chest, on your neck, car, everywhere. Like, I wouldn't want to mount a DJI Pocket 4 on a car or a bike or anything. If that thing falls, it's done. Like, the so many moving parts. If I was just doing talk head videos, definitely I would go with Pocket series cameras. Insta360 is like the king of the 360 world. I feel like Insta360, it's like a grab and go, hit record, ready to, like, out, easy import, post the footage, and then they got all these like easy to go like features. I think it's a great company. I don't own any Insta360 just because I'm already too invested into DJI, and as a professional, DJI offers me those pro, features that I need for my work. But Insta360, I definitely has the 360 world dominated. I have high hopes that DJI has a better 360 camera for their second round, because I feel like the one they released wasn't. I feel like they rushed it, or they just were developing it, and when the X5 came out, it just killed it. And yeah, if you did a wedding shoot, how would you utilize the Action 6 for the pro job, for example? Frank Joseph, go through my YouTube channel. There's two videos. One of them is called, just type in wedding Action 5, and there's two videos. One of them is just a talking video where I talk about how I use an action camera. I use the Action 5 Pro, which would be the same for the Action 6. I talk about my mentality, my approach, everything, settings on how I shot this wedding. And then if you want to see the actual wedding, you can see it. It's like a whole hour long video. You can skip through it, but you can see all the footage. It was all shot on an action camera, and you can, judge it for yourself. You can leave a comment. You can ask questions. Uh, but yeah, I shot a whole entire wedding on an action camera, the whole thing. Yo, got Nano and Action 6. Nano is catching my eye for sure. Paul Feinberg, you're set, dude. Ultimate combo. If you didn't check out my video yesterday, yeah, I got more videos coming on using these two. It's like my favorite. Do you own the Osmo 360? No. I might pick it up here soon. I'm gonna wait on some jobs, and then might pick it up. It literally would just be for fun. I'm digging this Action 6. Got so many accessories. The Action 6 is sick, dude. I love the design, the flat black, everything about it. I own the DJI 456 and Osmo Nano 369 or 369 and Pocket 3. Yeah, Callie has them all, man. He's catching them all. I'm gonna get the Pocket 4 for sure, and then we'll see. Well, I might pick up the 360. Right now, I'm kind of holding off because like I said, the Pocket 4 is gonna come out, and that's gonna be like my YouTube talk head camera. Do you wish you spent $30 more to get the 128 Nano? Yes. I got the 128 gigs just because it gives me the more time. I don't use SD cards on the Nano, and the space on there is good enough for what I needed. Definitely go for the 128 gigabyte. Think of it like the iPhone. Like, you don't want to go with the 16 gigabyte or 64 gigabyte. With how many pictures and videos you take and stuff, that thing gets filled up so fast, and then you're gonna keep having that message to like delete things, or it's just for the 60 bucks, for the extra 30 bucks or whatever, 60, the 128 gig is just gonna give you double the space, and you're gonna be set. Pocket Series, it has to be held by someone at every moment of recording. You can't mount the static as a shot for B-roll. Am I correct to say that? Yeah, I mean, I think everybody, Frank Joseph, I think at the end of the day, these are all great cameras. Just because I personally love this camera doesn't mean, and I say that the Nano shouldn't be your first camera. Like, that doesn't make it right. Like, get what, take a look at what you're trying to create and what you need. And at the end of the day, we've said it, and as cliche as it sounds, these are all just tools to help you get whatever results and job you need to get done. For me and my workflow, action cameras just work. If I was just doing YouTube talking head videos like this, then Pocket 4 all the way, because of the quality, the autofocus, everything. And I can occasionally go out and vlog and do talking head videos, stuff like that. But for mounting purposes and all that stuff, I would just use this. I'm looking to pay forward to give away an Insta360 Ace Pro, and as I wanted the lens bundle, and the only way I could get it was to get it with the camera. That's pretty cool. I think doing a giveaway is always awesome. I think you can get mount the Pocket with the Magnet XS3. Yes, I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. There is ways to mount your Pocket 3 camera or whatever everywhere. All I'm saying is that it's really fragile. Chico Channel, thank you, man. I appreciate the tips. That feeds me some Chipotle and coffee, so cheers to that. Thank you so much. Pocket 3 Black Mist quarter and ND combo filter for low light. Well, if you're gonna go low light, I wouldn't use ND filters because that's gonna cut light, but the Black Mist is just gonna give you that nice glowy effect, and it's gonna be awesome. Shout out to Chico Channel for the tip right here, man. I really appreciate that. Luis not shooting a wedding only with an action camera, but as a B cam in association with Sony or Panasonic, using the 2-second color match both in wedding final. Yeah. Yeah, I've shot weddings where I've had the action camera in the background as my wide angle camera, and I matched them up to my FX3s, D-Log, and it looked amazing. I don't know if I have that wedding posted, but I use this all the time as a B cam. I don't need because it's a wide angle, for me it's a safety angle. I don't need a camera that moves around or anything like that, because I want it to just be everything in focus. It's my safety angle, so that's how I use it. Can't get enough Chipotle. No, dude, Chipotle. I could eat Chipotle literally every day. If I could pick a restaurant to eat at every single day, it would be Chipotle. And then I just love Mexican food, even though Chipotle is technically like not authentic Mexican or whatever, but it just tastes good. Um, and then I think the second one would be um, probably Steak and Shake for burgers. I really love Steak and Shake. Uh, their burgers just taste so good. I'm gonna have to go get some now that you guys, you know, gave me some tips for lunch. Thank you so much. Is it good for low light debating or just stand alone, filter or combo? Uh, are you talking about Chico channel? Give me a sec, guys. Let me check on this thing. Sorry, I'm like checking on this thing and then answering messages at the same time. Okay. I need to refill the salt on my. I'm getting hungry, man. Luis, not shooting a wedding only. Okay, we answered that. Is it good for low light debating? Hold on, guys. I'm gonna grab one of these protein yogurt things. Need to get something to eat. I've been really digging these. I love these things. Here, let me show you these. That's super good. They fill me up. Got 20 grams of protein, 0 sugar. I don't get too crazy on nutrition, but they're super good. Let's see. Is it good for low light debating on just standalone, filter, or combo? I personally, like, if you ask me, I would rather just use the camera just with the regular lens. You're gonna get the best quality. It's just gonna work better. I try to stay away from black pro mist for everything. If you want to stylize a certain look or whatever, then use it. But I wouldn't use it for everything because I want to get the best image possible. You could always add pro mist characteristics in post, and I'm gonna make a video on that too. And it's a little bit different, but it's close enough so that you can have that freedom of not ruining footage in case like you didn't like the look or something got ruined, because sometimes that pro mist will over bloom things. And also I feel because it blooms things and you're shooting in auto, I feel like it throws off the what do you call it, the exposure meter. Same Chipotle for the win, and I lost 100 pounds pretty much eating it every day. Yeah, you know, I've actually watched a lot of what do you call it, like when I was going through like a fasting phase, I watched a lot of videos on give me a sec, hold on guys, give me one sec. See if I can find my microphone. Sorry. Oh no, I didn't do. I was looking for it. Never mind. Thought I left it up here. I was looking for my other microphone. Bro, are you still alive? Yeah, man. Hanging out with the squad here, having a great conversations. Juji, Paul Feinberg, dude. Yeah, when I was going through my fasting phase, it's been a while, maybe like 5-6 years. I was pretty hard on it. I lost like 70 or 65 pounds, and I felt good. I was working out, everything, and
Uh, I wasn't getting like ripped or anything, but I was just lean. I felt good. Chipotle, a lot of these guys, trainer guys that I was following and about fasting and stuff, like they ate Chipotle pretty much every day, and they talked about how actually healthy it is in terms of like fast food restaurants or whatever. Like, and I worked at Chipotle too for like I worked at Chipotle for like 2 or 3 years, I think, and I know how things are made and like how like there's actually recipes. You actually like everything is pretty like natural for the most part. And so that's why I choose to go eat at Chipotle because I worked there. I know how things are handled. I know how the company works. Like I was in the back of the house, front of the house, and everything, and I love it, man. So I am a I do like to eat there and support Chipotle. So man, it's so good. I'm gonna go grab some. I would love to see a wedding or event video that you detail exactly how you combine the DJI and FX3 and the location and then color grade matching both. Maybe Frank Joseph. Literally, I just used the what do you call it? The All I did was use the official DJI, and I graded it the same way I grade my DJI footage, but I um, give me a sec. I'm gonna eat this right here. I always use the official DJI LUT that is specifically for the camera. Do not use the like if you have a Pocket 3 and you want to grade like your action camera stuff, do not use your D-Log M Pocket 3 official LUT to convert your like action footage to Rec 709. Like, because it's not the same. I know that it's all D-Log, but you cannot use the same LUT. I mean, you can, but you're not gonna get good results because every camera handles the image just a little bit different. The color could be a little bit different. The way the camera handles it, every sensor has like a different uh, metering or whatever. The camera's interface or whatever you want to call it has a different metering, and so in terms of like color and all this stuff, and it handles contrast different. Like there's a contrast curve specifically designed for each like sensor. That's what like all that whole formula was designed for that camera. That's why DJI makes uh LUTs for each individual camera. Like when I got the Nano, I downloaded the Nano specific Rec 709 LUT. When I got the Action 6 yesterday, I downloaded the Action 6 conversion LUT. So the first thing I do is I just put that LUT on there to convert it to regular color, and then I just add my own grade on top of it. Like, and that's really just that's where your creative uh style comes from. Like however you want it to look, like you can do like cooler shadows, warm highlights. That's a very basic color grade. You can just adjust the colors, the greens, how you want them. If you're shooting like in a high like greenery area or environment, like you sorry guys, I'm like super hungry now, so I'm just trying to like mix this up so it's like yeah, that's up to you. Like, or you can get LUTs too, like download LUTs and then do another layer and then slap a LUT on there if you want to. I don't like using LUTs because they just don't work in every situation. Like different lighting colors, it just makes things look different. The best way is to keep things natural, add a little bit of contrast, maybe a little bit saturation, and then keep it like that. I watched this wedding video on the Action 5 and it was amazing on the footage. Bro, are you still live? Juji, yes. What's up, Callie? Callie's over here blessing me with some Chipotle, as always. Mm-hmm. Mm. And I got exciting news, guys. You guys know that every year I go to NAB in Vegas, and it's amazing. DJI is there, Canon, Sony, Panasonic. It's like a filmmaker's video camera geek nerd's dream. I go there every year in April, and I'll be there this year. And I'm planning on vlogging again, like I did last year, going live for you guys, and then showing you guys, just around. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm pretty excited to just play around with gear, hear the latest and greatest. Mm-hmm. Juji, I'm feeling pretty good, man. In and Out. Callie, are you talking about In and Out Burger? Yeah, I mean, Callie blessed me with In and Out last time I was out there. Oh, sorry. You and Juji are talking about something completely separate. I thought you were talking about In and Out. We're all live. Chico Channel. Oh, live is skipping. Did you have any feedback for the black mist and the filter on low light? Worth it? Chico Channel. I'm sorry that the the video was skipping, but if you're looking for low light, the black pro mist and any filters are I'm gonna say if you're trying to go low light, don't use any filters. Just keep the camera stock. Uh, let's see, Luis, if you need a B cam for wedding, let me know. I got the A7 IV ready to roll. I'll do it just to hang out with you. Thank you, brother. Thanks, Juji. I have all I need, but I appreciate it, brother. I used to work at Chipotle as well. I know how to make everything. Yep, Paul, I knew it. So you know that it's good, man. You know what's crazy about Chipotle? When I was working there, I think I was like 19, 20 years old. It's been a long time. But originally, Chipotle was all about uh, this like I forgot what they call it. It was like HMO or MHA, I think it was HMO, hormone free meat something, and they were like that's all they preached. That they, I swear that this is what they were like marketing, that they try to buy local produce as much as they can, like from local companies, so that way they get the freshest ingredients, and they really push that. And then they were pushing this whole like naturally um raised like animal meat, and it was like the steak was like super great quality, and it still is good. But at some point they did something sneaky where they didn't really let, I don't think they even let anybody know, but they slowly started removing all that marketing away from the meats and the HMO and the cow and all that stuff. And I swear they snuck in like new steak, and it's good, but it has a lot of vein in it. That's why I don't get it anymore. I get it occasionally, but I have to look at it. Like if you work there, like I work there, I can tell when they just cut it, then I'll get it. But if it's been sitting there for a while, I don't get it. I always go for chicken or anything else. But the steak now, like the amount of times I eat it and I get that like nerve biting, and it's just like these big chunks. It sucks, man. Sorry, I didn't catch where are you downloading the LUTs? From DJI, Juji, the DJI website. Go to DJI, go to support, go to your camera, and you'll see it. You'll see firmware updates, and then there's like Rec 709 LUT conversion. Literally, all that LUT does is that it turns your D-Log footage back to normal 10-bit color. So if you shoot in 10-bit color, it's like it's got that LUT applied basically. So you can technically just grade your normal 10-bit color because it already has the Rec 709 LUT applied to it. The reason why I shoot D-Log is because if you want to add your own Rec 709 LUT to that footage from scratch, you can. if I remember correctly, Frank, Joseph, the um, the Pocket 3, if you put that little block on the bottom, you have a quarter mount thread. I have a little tripod that's collapsible that goes up to like 8 feet or 6 feet, and it has a thread on it. What I would do is if I was to use it, I would just thread it on that same tripod that I put my action camera, and then I would just raise it, and then um, now you have the Pocket 3 on a tripod. Because I only use them as tripod. I don't mount it anywhere. I use them as a tripod camera. Callie, this guy is blessing me, man. I'm gonna get guac and chips now, so I don't have to eat this yogurt. This stuff is super thick. If you guys ever eat these, they're super good. The mango one's one of my favorites, but it's really, really thick, which I like because it makes me feel full. Take me with you to NAB. NAB, it goes from like we go from like to Thursday to Monday or Tuesday or something like that. It's almost like a week. Because every day they have different speakers, they have like just different things. You're welcome to come, brother. It's everybody's invited, everybody on the live here. If you guys haven't been to NAB, you should just look it up, see if it's worth your time. And for me, it's a business write-off, and I get to learn more about gear and stuff like that that helps me in my business and my career. No. Sushi. This is my cat, Sushi. She's getting bigger now. But I found her like 2 months ago. I was on a shoot and I literally just found her under my car. She was like this little. She was only like 5 weeks old. Picked her up, brought her home. She was crying, she was scared. And we gave her shots, took her to the vet. She was covered in fleas, gave her a flea bath and everything. And she is the sweetest cat ever. Like, she's super sweet. She sleeps with me almost every night. Look at her. She's black. And we named her Sushi. She is solid. She loves to eat. That's why she's up here. I think she wants food. Take me to NAB. Dude, I go to NAB every year as well. Should hook up and say hi. Dude, for sure, man. Paul, I'm surprised we haven't ran into each other. Somebody actually interviewed me last year at NAB. I was like walking, vlogging, and somebody was like, Luis. And I was like, what the heck? And I forgot his name. And he's like, hey, man, I follow your vlogging channel and everything like that. And I had like a little small celebrity moment there. And he's like, can I interview you real quick? And it was so early in like my vlogging career. So I heard vlogging career. I want to say YouTube journey. But it was cool. And then I just met so many random creators there. And other vloggers. And we were like in each other's vlogs. And it was pretty cool. It's just a bunch of nerds geeking out. And the cool thing about NAB, I'm gonna make a whole video on NAB again, but it's like everybody is welcome. Like, there's people there that are in their 70s, 80s, people that are 20s, 30s, and everything in between. And you got people from like content creators all the way to like top-notch Hollywood filmmakers, products that are like probably millions of dollars, and then all the way down to like pocket cameras. It's so cool. Oh yeah, I was at the In-N-Out party last year, right outside of In and Out. Actually, I stayed at the Flamingo, so I was there. If you, I always go to those little meetups too. Like I did, there was one inside like a little bar area too. Uh, it's so cool. They were giving away lights and stuff. Free range chicken. Yeah, that's what it was. Free range chicken. But they also had something about the non-steroid, like cow meat or something. I forgot what it was, Paul. But I swear, at one point, it was when I was there too. Like somehow they started like shifting. I noticed that the steaks were coming in different packaging, and then also when I was cooking them on the grill and cutting them, I realized that they just had a lot of like nerve and vein in it. And I used to work for Cisco Food, so I used to sell food and steaks and stuff like that. And so like it's it was just it was yeah, it was a sneaky thing. And I don't think they ever like because even it was all over their shirts, their marketing, their bags, like all about it. And then they slowly just like they pulled a sneaky one. I gotta give it to them. I don't think anybody ever noticed it because it still tastes good. Chipotle sneaky. Have you ever live streamed yourself doing a wedding on a phone? Frank Joseph, I don't like to go live or even honestly even vlog when I'm working because um, I have very like my attention span is like I don't know if it's ADHD or OCD or one of the OC something whatever these things are called nowadays. But I like if I'm talking to you guys here and you guys already probably noticed it on the live, but if somebody was to walk in, like I completely disconnect and then I lock onto that and then I like forget what I'm talking about. So it's hard for me to keep focus. So vlogging, uh, the amount of cutting I have to do in vlogging is quite a bit just because I tend to like lose focus and like I need to like I derail from the route. I gotta like come back. And I think YouTube for me has done that. It's like just helped me talk and not and also practice my English a little bit more because even though I can speak it pretty decent, uh like I I my vocab isn't like that wide. My first language is Spanish. I listen to Spanish music. I play accordion. Mexican music is just what's in my heart, and I love all kinds of music though. I've listened to everything: country, pop, Taylor Swift, Backstreet Boys, like Tupac, anything. I just love music. I love creativity. Kelly, let's see. Hold on. I'm almost there. I'm trying to catch up on all these. Uh, so I just don't go live when I work. I also want to make sure I'm focused on my clients, you know. Hey guys, Callie, Juji, Paul, can we stay on topic here? I mean, I think we're all on topic. I think that was the title was like my mac wait I was waiting on my macro lens and I just wanted to talk life and vlogging, right? So I guess this is all life, right? We talked video games, we talked Chipotle, we talked NAB. Like this is what vlogging is about, right? We're all a bunch of nerds and we can talk about food, we can talk about so many different things. So uh Frank, yes, I don't live stream because I just want to give my attention to my clients and I can't I just don't have the capability to like focus. So actually the Nano is awesome because I mount it right here and then I can just hit record, go work and not have to worry about it. I don't have to hold it and then I just film everything and then when I get home I just do a talk head and then do videos. This is an awesome live. I'm still waiting on my daughter's phone. Dang UPS. I know sometimes they're good and not. Okay, Kelly, I just want to say thank you to all an amazing new you all, and mad love to the crew and the love. Yes, thanks for the live, Luis, and catch you on the next one. Brother, thank you so much. Always buying lunch, man. I appreciate you a lot, man. Keep up with the vlogs, the positive vibes out there. Yeah, stay focused. Wish you the best, family, and stay healthy, man. I hope that flu is gone. I know you were kind of sick, but that didn't stop you from vlogging, and I hope you get better, man. Hope you recover quick. UPS, man, they're kind of a hit and miss. FedEx, I mean, it's holiday season too, so I don't know where you're at, but everything's all messed up. Like the Action 6 was supposed to get here today, and it got here like 2 days early, and it didn't even give me tracking or nothing. And it's been doing that for a lot of my packages. I think Amazon just can't keep up. A guac and chips teaser. Yeah. Callie again blessing me with lunch over and out. Take it easy, Callie. Could the pocket, let's see, Frank Joseph, could the Pocket 3 image be better than the Pocket 6 for static wide shot? Would you say the Action 6 is only the cam for that? Definitely the Pocket's going to have better image because the bigger sensor and the autofocus and stuff like that. But if you're, it just depends on what like angle you're going to use it with. If I wanted to get a tighter angle or a gimbal shot, then I would go Pocket 3. But if it's just static, as a wide shot, I don't think it matters too much. You're going to get better light performance, obviously, in the Pocket 3 because of the sensor. But the action camera, you know, it can do the trick too. It's not that big of a difference. I guess I don't get so caught up in the the pixel PPS, everything. Like wide angle things are far away, like you can make up what the wide shot is. It's not like a big deal for me. So either one. How did you ever did you ever try a macro lens for the Action 5 Pro? I never tried the Sam Alexis. I've never tried any lenses for the Action 5 Pro. I only had ND filters on it and then a Black Pro mist filter. So I can't really comment on that. I don't think they have the manual focusing though. I think it's just like one set focal length. She looks like she's hitting every minute. She looks like she is hitting every minute of the attention. She looks like she's is hating every minute of the attention. I don't know. I don't know if that's to somebody or was that for the cat sushi? Uh, I don't know. She came up here. She was just cuddling with me. She always goes like this because she wants me to like rub her chin or whatever. If that's what you were talking about, Devin Portland. She looks like Clementine. She's all black too. Yep. This is my second black cat. Our first one died last year, unfortunately, had kidney failure and passed away. He was a big cat. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know what you were, Callie. I know you're out probably, but I don't know what you were asking on that. I'm catching up on this chat, guys. I want the DJX, but taking care of my mom who has dementia and Down syndrome. It's basically impossible to get there, and I'm only like 3 hours away from Atlantic City. Ah, man. Sorry to hear about your mom. Yeah, I can see that being difficult, Mike. Paul, you were, so I was, and I stayed at Flamingo. What? That's crazy. The Flamingo, I'll be staying there again. I honestly, I had no problems with the Flamingo, and I like that the Starbucks was right underneath. I got the bar, everything in and out. That whole strip is there, like perfect. Yeah, we probably did. I think if you look back through your footage, if you got any of it, I'm pretty sure we're like probably in each other's like videos or pictures. For a Canon 35mm. I was shooting on the Action 5 and my iPhone live during NAB. Callie, you're from the United Arab Emirates. Pony up, don't nickel and dime Louise here. Oh, Frank Joseph. Nah, man. The Callie is amazing, man. He's everything's appreciated, guys. I don't want to ask. I don't ask for tips. I don't. I don't need them. But I do appreciate the lunch. For me, if I get, $5, $2, 50 cents, I don't care. It all goes to Starbucks and Chipotle. You guys know I talk about Chipotle a lot, so that's all it is for me. It's lunch and a reminder that there's people out there that care about you and me. So I do believe that we live in a world where not everybody's selfish, or there's people that fight the selfishness, and I try to do that as much as I can. I think we can all be selfish at some point, but or in certain situations or with certain things or whatever. But I try my best daily to, like the big book says, die to yourself, right? And not follow the flesh. So live by the spirit and try to be a better man, make better choices every day as much as I can. I'm not perfect, but that's about that for that. Frank, thanks for the feedback. We were talking about life. Kelly is the most generous vlogger out there, best human. He is. That guy is awesome. He's always blessing everybody with lunch. South of PA. Oh, dang, up there, huh? The boost lens is pretty cool. Juju has got a lot of cool videos on that boost lens, so you guys need to check that out. Kelly is not a very good lunch for those of us spending dollars. You know that you can check the exchange rate. That's not buying lunch, mate. I mean, it is for me here. Chipotle is like $12. I get the burrito bowl with a cup of water. That's like 13 bucks or something like that. So it does the trick for me, and it goes towards it, even if I have to, you know, pay a couple dollars extra to get, chips or whatever. It's not a big deal. I appreciate it. I didn't know we have to set an amount to share it here lives, but again, I'm definitely learning from you. Plus, I'm disabled and have a spinal cord stimulator implant in my back. Oh man, I haven't had any. I haven't had any surgeries or anything like that yet. My back, I know I'm gonna probably have back problems just because of filmmaking, being on a desk all day. I know I need to do something while I'm still young and can, you know, uh, strengthen those muscles. Thank you for the fielding. Thank you for fielding our questions, Luis. Gotta run. We'll watch your wedding tutorial and likely we'll subscribe here. Oh, Frank Joseph. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Uh, Mike. Uh, Mike's sympathies, but how do you DJ? How do you DJ with that condition? Frank Joseph. Yeah, I was wondering that. I mean, big applause to Mike, man. He's out there killing it still. He doesn't let other things kind of stop him, and that's really motivating. I didn't know at the amount I looked for the sticker emoji, but I guess it's misunderstood. Frank, my son and daughter. Again, thanks for teaching me. Um, Thank you, Mike. So you DJ lying down or sitting down through the performance? Frank Joseph. Uh, I think he does weddings, and I believe Frank, my son and daughter, do all my setup. Oh, he's got his kids helping him, so it's kind of like a family business. Uh, that's really cool. I'm also, my kids also want to work with me doing videos and stuff like that. My daughter, she's 12 years old, but she's a great like video editor. She does all these cool videos on the iPhone on iMovie, and I'm just impressed with her creativity and her cuts and like telling stories. It's truly amazing. Honestly, I think she's gonna be better than me. And my sons too. They're really cool. I can't wait to, for them to be a little older so I can start, teaching them a little bit more. They pack up the van, unpack it, break it down. That's awesome, man. It's good to have kids working with you and teaching them the ropes. Escape 1318. What about Lightroom and DJI photography? I have not messed with photos on DJI. Maybe I should do. I'll do a video on that next. We'll take the Action 6 for photos. Frank Joseph, but you can stand DJ and dance at your gigs. Just set up and tear down. They help you with your condition. DJ and dance at your gigs. Well, I don't know. I guess. Um, all right, that question is for DJ Mike. Frank, I'm 6'3", so I have a high back chair I sit in. Honestly, yeah, if you're at that height, like you could sit down and mix and whatever. I don't think I know I wouldn't have cared if I saw DJ sitting down. I see DJ sitting down, standing up. I seen DJs that are focused and mixing, and I seen ones that do more emceeing. I think everybody has a certain style, and whatever is works for that that's amazing. Time for the gym piece. Paul, take it easy, bro. Hit the gym, get a little Chipotle afterwards so you can get that protein back in. And I'll catch you on the next live. It's 2 o'clock, guys. I am going to finish editing this wedding and then go get some Chipotle. I'm going to try to vlog. Honestly, I might not even have time today to make this. Maybe I will. I'll keep it short. Maybe I'll do like a unboxing macro lens and initial thoughts, and we'll post that today. Maybe do like a 5 minute, 6 minute video if I can. So I don't have to. There might not be a lot of B-roll, but we'll work with it. I appreciate you guys joining me on the live. I appreciate the tips, the lunch, Chipotle cash from Cali and whoever else. Chico, Chico. Let me see what the heck. I'll call him Chico because it was Chico something. Shout out to Chico, by the way, too, because he contributed too. Let's see. What do you think about Insta360 Ace Pro 2? I've only messed with Insta360 at NAB. This is for Escape 1318. I only messed with it at NAB. I like the form factor. I like the flippy screen that you can see at the top. My thoughts on, I don't own any Insta360 stuff, and I have never used them. I've only like played with them a little bit at NAB last year or this year, actually beginning of this year. But the products look great. The quality looks great. I know my good friend Chris Meets Chris, who I'm pretty sure you guys follow, loves the Insta360 products. And I'm just too invested in DJI, so I just stick with DJI. I think that Insta360, like, they're like the kings of the 360 world and how all that works. I think Insta360 is one of those cameras that you pull out. It's got all these super like one click, easy to work, features for like prosumers. But then I guess if you're a pro, you can kind of use it. I don't see why not. DJI obviously offers more of the professional D-Log 10-bit color audio options, I think. Well, no, actually, with the microphones and stuff like that. I think Insta360 also does too. But if you're going to vlog, honestly, the Ace Pro 2 is an awesome camera. And I hear that also Insta360 has film emulations on, I think, all of their products probably. So those are really cool too. So I think either or is going to be good. But obviously, if you ask me, I'm biased. I'm still wearing this from NAB last year, DJI. I want to get a DJI hat and beanie and a hoodie too. I don't have one. Yes, basically weddings. My daughter is 27, 23, ex-football player. Nice. Matthew Pateo. What's up, brother? Hey, what's up, man? Hope everything's good with you. Let's see, hold on. Joseph had another question up here. But you can stand oh no, that was for that person. Luis, are you familiar with the Luma Fusion video editor for iOS? Have you used that? No, but I'll check it out for her. She really loves iMovie. She's gotten used to it. She's really good at it. But we'll have to have her try Luma Fusion. Apple just makes things super user friendly. I mean, a 12-year-old kid can film videos and she's made funny commercials on like products that we have here around the house. She'll pick one like one time she picked like a cereal box, and she made a whole commercial on this cereal, and it was hilarious. Honestly, I think it would have been a cool commercial to show as like a more of a raw cut and made by a kid too. I think that would have been a great marketing material. Luis, thank you, my friend. Thank you, Mike, for joining in. And thank you, dear hermanos. Escape 1318. I'll catch you guys on the next live. I'm gonna leave this one in my channel. So for those that wanna join in and just go through the live, you can. That's a tutorial video creator option for you. Next week will be interesting for DJI. Oh right, it is Matthew with the whole band thing. I personally I think it's gonna be one of those TikTok things where they're just hyping up this band. Maybe I hope so. I hope I'm wrong, or I hope I'm right. Sorry. I think they're. I don't know. I think they're just messing around, but I think they're gonna like either push it or they're gonna not ban things. I think DJI is too big of a company for Americans that we love their products that they're gonna take it away. But you never know. We'll see. All we can do is wait and I guess pray and cause a scene online. So hopefully, maybe the government might change things. I don't know. If we don't go live next week, wishing you. I'll go live next week. Not a chance. DJI Global guy was interviewed the other day. I did see that interview, by the way. My decision is between Action 6 and Pocket 4, maybe. If you're doing talkhead videos, don't really go out and adventure and don't plan on mounting your camera anywhere, and you are going to carry like a bigger case and a backpack, then Pocket 4 is pretty cool. You're going to get better quality, autofocus, and other stuff. But if you want to do all of that and not worry about dropping your camera or going underwater or going on vacation or whatever, putting the camera in your pocket, Action 6 all the way. Dan, you probably won't be here till 4 p.m. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, sometimes they take forever, and sometimes they show up really early too. So it's always a hit and miss. Hopefully, you get your phone here soon, guys. I'm gonna step off here and finish the work. Yeah, my wife's probably gonna go pick up the kids. I want to get this wedding done, and then I'll hop on live next week. But stay tuned for some more videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.